Hey guys, welcome back to 100 Line Lost Defense Academy. Let's carry on where we left off. We are now finally one unit, working together as one. All it took was for Shoma to win a duel, and for our second campus students to get a little in over their head and need us to save their bacon. But, well, still, all's well that ends well. We've executed yet another commander, but it's only a matter of time until their heavy artillery unit swoops in and exterminates us. So... yeah, let's keep an eye out. It's also been a while, actually, since we've seen the man on fire. But then again, nobody's disappeared either. So there has to be some kind of correlation there, right? I'm still of the mind it's Eito, given how he acts, like he's in pain at certain times, clutching his chest. Could it be internal organ failure? Or is he trying to restrain himself from spontaneously combusting? We did have Sirei cut to pieces where Eito was found, so... I don't know, maybe he didn't knowingly did it, right? Maybe he lost control, kind of like what the second campus students went through when they were brainwashed by that latest commander we fought. There's also this Moko person, right, that the second campus people are looking for. Fingers crossed, you know, that Hiroko might also be with them, but I am not holding my breath on that. Like, surely should have made her way back to this academy, come hell or high water by now. I mean, we did. We came on a bus. But, yeah, I mean, chances of us seeing her again are slim, but I'm not gonna give up. I must have faith, like we had faith in Shoma. Alright, that's enough rambling. As for the rest of us, we were plenty tired of the battle, so we decided to take it easy for the rest of the day. I went back to my room, took a shower, and went to bed. It was still early in the day, but I had no trouble dropping off. Okay, with another successful battle under my belt, my 44th day at Lost Defense Academy drew to a close. Day 45. 9/20ths. Love to see it.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 45th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy!
I'm ready.
Be ready to give...
Okay, well, no invasion this time. I was able to skip the rest of your message. Oh, that's the most rest I've gotten in a while. I imagine now all the conflict's been resolved. We can move about the campus in peace now. I don't feel as tired as I did after the battle before this one. Getting to bed nice and early must have helped. Also the fact that no one spiked my food. We should be safe from enemy attacks for a while now. And hopefully the tension between the two groups will ease up too.
Huh?
Oh, anyway, I'm hungry. Better head over to the cafeteria for breakfast. Let's do it. Who's out here to greet me? Please tell me there is. Somebody? Oh, Kako! One of the last two remaining non-fighters. Hey, Kako. Are you on your own today?
Oh. You might not have realized it, but I was watching yesterday's battle on the monitor in the war room.
No, I did kind of figure. I did say you might have popcorn with your brother. Oh, you were?
You were also amazing. The way you came together to take down the enemy. Even Shoma got over his fear enough to help out. And he turned out to be really strong.
Yeah, and I know you're wanting to fight too. You just need special permission from Brother Dearest. Hopefully I can convince him someday, before the 100 days are up.
I really wish I could be like that too.
Huh? What's stopping you, besides your brother? Is that it? Kako wandered off in the direction of the cafeteria, a thoughtful expression on her face. Okay. Let's see. Everyone in the cafeteria? No one in the gym today. Are we all laughing? Cracking up? When I entered the cafeteria, I was greeted by a rare sight. Everyone was there, and they weren't even arguing. Wow! Amazing! Shit, man. Am I brainwashed? Am I still in yesterday's fight? I'm just being tricked by that lost commander? Good morning, Takumi. Morning. Everyone's here today, huh?
Yes, well...
We gotta settle our bet and make these losers do whatever we say. Do we really have to go through with this? We basically buried the hatchet yesterday. Well, that's why we'll just make it somewhat friendly. No, nah, a bet's a bet. A promise is a promise. I'll never accept these guys if they can't keep their word. If only Gaku could show that kind of determination for more important stuff. It's gotta be Shomo who makes the call, though. He's the one who fought the duel, and he was basically the MVP of the battle yesterday, too. Damn. Eito, Gaku, Takemura says it's Shoma. I mean, Shoma did perform admirably.
It really has to come down to me?
Damn right. You've earned this, man. You fought, you won. Now you just gotta claim what's yours. Well, what do you say? If anyone's going to pick something nice, it's going to be Shoma. He's going to be like, oh, you know, maybe just wash the dishes. All right, I've thought of something.
Whatever it is, we'll do it.
An order to the losing group. I wonder what he's come up with. Hug me. Shake my hand.
We have to do anything Sir Shoma says. Does anything include acts of indecency?
Now you can do that all on your own, Kyoshika, I'm sure. I'm ready for whatever Shoma throws at us. My family trained me to be resistant to torture. Good to know. I was hoping you'd all forget about this. At this rate, I'm sure to disgrace the Yu Suzuki name. Just keep that tomato on, and no one will even know.
I suppose we did promise. It's only right we accept responsibility.
Oh, Shoma, I know what you could do. Actually, you could make them tell us what world death is. That could be coming in handy. And like a little peace offering, a little olive branch. This was Shoma's victory. Let him have his moment. Or, you know, can you take my theories seriously when I sleep and talk to you about my dreams?
I don't really care about this punishment anymore. The last thing I want is for those guys to be mad at us again. I hope he makes them play an escape game where the losers die horribly. Maybe give them a time limit too. 9 hours to find the door with the number 9 on it.
Oh my god, Darumi, is that a Zero Escape reference? We've finally shifted away from killing games to escape games.
Do we really have to go through with this bet? I thought we settled our differences already.
A bet's a bet, a promise is a promise. Yep. I wish I could be the one who decides what punishment to give them. But I guess Shoma's earned this. He has.
Huh?
I wonder what kind of punishment Mr. Ginzaki's thought of. Well, as long as it doesn't affect me or my dear sister, I don't really care. Oh, throw him onto the bus. Maybe they have to sleep with him in their room.
You were all so cool yesterday. I wish I could be like that.
You'll have your chance, I'm sure. This is it, Shoma. What are you going to tell them to do?
Okay, here goes. Hey, I knew you must be mad at us and everything, but if I'd won, I was never actually going to hold you. You stay out of this. You'll get yours soon enough. Go for it, almighty and powerful Shoma. Do your worst. You know what? 50,000 yen was too low. Make it 51,000. That'll teach him.
I want you all to be our friends.
Okay, that would have been good if you didn't have to pant creepily. Okay? Jesus Christ. Sound like a predator's cornered his prey, and you're like, oh. Shake my hand. Let's be friends. Huh? You know how weak I am, and how much I hate conflict. I can't stand how tense things have been between our two groups. I'd be a lot happier if we all got along. It doesn't matter who was here first, or what campus we started out at. Let's just be friends. Here, now. As members of this academy. Anyway, that's the best my single functioning brain cell could come up with. Does that sound alright? That's all you want? I feel like that's something we should be asking you for. Whoa. Shoma, maybe you want to rethink this? How many times did she hit you in the head, man? Come on, let's shake it off. I got a whole bunch of ideas you can use. Let me open my filing cabinet and I'll get sent flying across the room. Gaku, he's the one who fought. He's the one who gets to decide. That's right. What Shoma says goes. So much for getting our own back. But it's not like Shoma was ever going to come up with something really bad anyway. Well, there you have it, guys. An order's an order. Sir Shoma! Why are you crying? Such a magnanimous attitude for a victor to take. I'm so moved. From this day forth, we will all be comrades in arms together. So says the holy Jumanji sword. Right. So long as you don't mind being friends with human filth like me. Come on, enough putting yourself down. You're a great guy, Shoma. It'd be an honor to kill you someday. Oh, well, thank you. What do you say, Karara? It's not such a bad deal, is it? It's not like I have much of a choice. As an Osuzuki, my word is my bond. Right, of course. Sounds like we're all in agreement. Unless you have any objections, Gaku? Oh, forget it! Not like I could talk you out of it now.
Just so you know, I haven't given up on us participating in a killing game. I will make it happen someday.
I'm really glad you weren't the one who got to decide this. Now you guys won't fight anymore. I'm so glad.
Right. We still might get into little quarrels now and then, but that's all part of being friends. From now on, we're all in this together. For the next 50 or so days, at least.
Well, Karara, just when it seemed like everything had been resolved, Karara approached Shoma, and the mood turned tense again. What is it?
You're really hardcore into this avoid conflict at all costs stuff, huh? Not surprising, coming from someone who'd take the blame for eating my curry when you had nothing to do with it.
You knew I was lying about that? Dude, everyone knew you were lying about that.
Of course. I knew at the moment you shrugged off my question about its taste with that half-hearted, "It was delicious." No one who's tasted Suzuki curry can help being overwhelmed with emotion and giving a detailed description of the entire experience when pressed.
Wait, it wasn't Shoma? Then who's the real curry thief? Oh, it was Mr. Maruko. I saw the whole thing.
No way! I thought I was being careful! If you knew all along, why are you only ratting me out now?
You know me. I can't stand to see wicked deeds go unpunished. Ima, you son of a bitch. Hold up, you're the one who got us into this mess, Gaku? Villain! Blackguard! I will slay you where you stand! Whoa, calm down, guys. We're all friends now, remember?
So, how was it?
How was it? Well, you know, it was... Oh, it was the most delicious thing I'd ever eaten. I never thought anything could taste so amazing. I don't think I can go on living if I never get a chance to taste it again.
Maybe I'll make another batch, if I feel like it.
Huh? I think she forgives you. Looks like you're off the hook, Gaku. We're all friends now, after all. Lucky we made the Shoma decide what the what the outcome was going to be. I am. I think this calls for a celebration, or at least something to cement our resolve. Everyone, form a circle. We'll each put a hand in the middle, then do an inspirational cheer, and throw them all up at once. What is this, a corporate retreat? I feel like this is something I'd do as part of team bonding at my office. What decade are you from, man?
Oh, come on, it's not that bad. Now that we made up, we might as well have a little fun. Right, Takumi?
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure. A fine idea, Sir Eito. Just the thing to boost our morale.
What is this, some corny old sports manga? This is the last time I ever do this, alright?
Sorry in advance if you catch anything from me. My hands are probably covered in failure-inducing bacteria. Oh, well, you can just put your hand at the bottom then. Guess there's no cure for low self-esteem, huh? No. You need something biblical. Sometimes. Really sticks with you once you have low self-esteem.
Let's all promise never to give up, no matter how bad it looks. We'll get our killing game someday.
Reluctantly, we all got on board with Eito's gesture of teamwork and togetherness. Well, not quite all of us. Ima? Kako? I can imagine why Kako might not want to do it. She probably feels like she doesn't deserve it.
Kako, Ima, come on. You should get in on this too. I know it's kind of lame, but it'll only be for a minute. Just put up with it until then, okay?
Sorry, but I find team-building exercises like this absolutely sickening. My dear sister and I will sit this one out.
You little...
Oh, don't worry. We'll find other ways to amuse ourselves. Feel free to embarrass yourselves without us. We'll be going now.
Kako, come on. This is your chance. Walk away.
Towards us. I said we'll be going now. Come on, sister dearest.
Okay.
Shunning the group, Ima and Kako left. We couldn't help feeling a little deflated after that. What is the matter with those two? Why do they cringe away from us so? Because I have yet to do a persuasion battle with them. You're the one who's cringe here, Kyoshka. I'd avoid you too if I had any better options. We'll just have to go ahead with the members we do have.
All right, here we go. Special Defense Unit, fight!
What are we fighting?
Special Defense Unit, fight!
Oh my god, guys, can we get that a little bit more in sync, please, next time?
Special Defense Unit, fight!
We're doing it again?
Special Defense Unit, fight!
Who said it early, you jackass?
Special Defense Unit, fight!
How many times are we going to do this?
And so the whole group, minus the Tsukumo twins, cheered at the top of our lungs and made a vow to work together from here on out. Of course, that didn't mean we wanted to spend every waking moment together. After finishing breakfast, we headed back to our rooms for a while. Special Defense Unit, fight! Witness Shoma unite the teams. Sick. No more infighting. That went better than I could possibly have hoped for. Even more surprising. It's all thanks to Shoma. Who'd have thought he'd become such a team player? Alright then, what should I do for the rest of the day? Got plenty of spare time, might as well use it. Alright, free time it is. New VR training missions have been unlocked. Perfect, let's go there right off the bat. Oh, we could speak with Nozomi. Mathematics. Kyoshika's in the gym. She's, well, gym. Let's go to the training room. I want to upgrade some of my class weapons before we hit the training session here. I still have to learn these ones, but I don't know. They're kind of just sitting there for now. It doesn't really suit my playstyle. I'll unlock them once I've got nothing else to unlock, maybe. Like, I know I've heard Last Yell's been pretty good for some people. But as you've seen from my gameplay, I like to strike first and defend later. So we'll leave that for now. Let's get deadlights up. Let's level up everyone's other things as much as possible. Like so. Done. We run out of BP. A lot of them is just voltage gain anyway. You can learn Omega Punch. Try to actually attack for once. Inflict stun on user. Right, because he ends up breaking out into a hive. Okay. We could start to level these guys up more as well. Alright, well, let's undergo level 5. There's a lot of names there. We'll get 3,000 BP for our troubles. Okay. All enemies must be annihilated. How are we looking? So we're fighting on the second to last Defense Academy campus. That is a lot of enemies. Holy shit. Okay,
I'll
well,
do what little I can.
Definitely gonna need Shoma here. He does take up a lot of room though, doesn't he? Not really getting a lot of people. Okay, stand in the middle there.
This will do something. I'll try not to run
It
away.
costs 2 AP to do this too.
Oh, sorry.
Now that I think about it, that's probably like the last thing we should be doing. Okay.
I'm ready whenever.
Can we get Jury to do something useful for us? No, they're too far away, those other units.
Let's do this.
Locked and loaded.
Rescue bullets, heals fatigue. Tsubasa's all the way over here.
Ready when you are.
Can I do an accelerate? All the way here?
I'll protect
And
you.
we've got 1 AP.
We better get
So,
moving.
we better make this count. What's the best thing we could do here? Let's start off like this, maybe.
Allow me to
That's
put down their numbers.
a long run you just did.
All well and good. Yes, leave it to me.
Alright, we're gonna do this.
Got it. We better get moving.
Don't forget we've got strategic materials. I like that you've dropped off your fatigue.
All well and good.
Okay. Now we're kind of just stuck out there.
ass!
So we need Takemura to come out here swinging.
Full throttle!
Let me get a fence. No, let's leave the fence for now.
Let's freaking go!
Go here. Alright, that'll have to do for now. Shoma, do your thing. Okay. Well, considering that costs 2 AP, I don't know if that was really useful. Okay. Where to
It's
next?
tie game time!
If I do this, you're just gonna regenerate with armor. I would like to do something like this, get us some voltage. Go. Alright.
Prepped and ready.
Gaku can come back here. Like so.
Bang, bang, bang!
And there's your armor.
Yes, leave it to me. I can do this much. I'm ready as I'll ever be.
This is when we do this. Go for it.
I'll defend all of you!
Explode! Alright, that gives us like a bunch of AP back.
Yes!
You live,
My turn!
but not for long.
Leave it to me.
We have Kyoshika. Yeah, this is a lot better. Can do some more damage to that guy.
Time for me to move.
Do need to use Yugamu at some point too. If I do this, that enemy will be debuffed.
This may hurt. I'm good to go.
We'll do this, get some AP back.
Let's get to the killing.
Alright.
2 arms!
Now I can do this.
Hiya! I've got you!
Oh, wait,
Now
what?
then, to business.
Hiriko's here? I didn't even notice. My goodness. Alright, well,
Let's get to the killing.
that solves that issue.
Time for battle.
Just come here,
How's this? How unsatisfying.
brush that one. Okay, but I still got... This side is a complete and utter mess. Okay.
Hauling ass!
There's Darumi, she's here. We... kind of want to do a little bit more than that. Gaku.
Let me at him.
Fine.
Do we just go this way? 12%.
I guess it's my turn. Let's
Yep.
try this.
Might as well use our
Yes, leave it
strategic
to me.
materials, right? So come here. Or no. We'll do this first.
Here we go.
Okay.
We better get moving.
Again.
You're in the way!
Got it. Nice. I'm ready whenever.
Do judge. Might as well.
All well and good.
Okay.
Prepped and ready.
Now.
We better get moving.
Ready when you are.
Impact stab. Come this way.
My turn.
Get rid of it.
That. Got it.
Okay.
Full throttle.
I just need to get rid of a lot of these, as much of these guys as I can. Cool. And then.
Leave it to me.
We can just do like this. Maybe. Yeah, I think so.
Let's do this.
I'll show you what's up.
God, there's just so many.
Here we go.
Comes an assault like this. Yeah. There's no really good options here, is there? I could make a tower.
Kneel before me.
Put a middle
Let's
fence
try
up.
one of these. My turn at last.
I'll put one there. Okay.
I'll put an end to this.
Craft a mounted turret. Right here.
Unsightly beast.
Okay. Yep.
I don't know if I can make it.
Okay, what are our cards? That's good. Okay. Alright.
Let's do it to it.
Get what you deserve. I am pretty much done with Darumi here.
Drop dead.
I don't mean done as in like I've had enough of her shit. I just mean done as in like she won't need to contribute anything else to this fight. So let's get her.
Boring.
Just yeah, I'm sorry.
turning the
Okay, you're just gonna
wheel.
be sitting out the rest of it. It is what it is.
Onward.
Jumanji slash.
Nen! My apologies.
Oh,
I can't wait.
twisted whip kills these guys.
Stings, doesn't it?
Oh, it's so nice to actually get to use you for once.
Rev it up.
All right, we're done here.
Eat this.
Just watch. Get the hell out of my way.
Okay, somewhat messy, but the sheer number of enemies we had to fight, like, I mean, I think we came out okay. 4,080 BP. Gonna come in handy.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
Understood.
Well then, good night.
I probably still need to hit the biolab and metal shop as well. Looks like another day's over. There's nothing to do here at night. I'll just go to bed and rest up for tomorrow. Geez, no board game night or anything? And so our 45th day at Last Defense Academy ended without incident. That's good, right? Day 46.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 46th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Gotcha. What we need to do is, like, have a lot of fun. The more fun we have, the more jealous Kako's gonna be, and then she's gonna want to join in.
To spend a nut. Be ready to give.
Oh, right after the morning announcement ended, another sound echoed through my room. The doorbell.
Huh?
Who could need to talk to me this early? Kinda wait till we're all in the cafeteria, man. Sheesh. Not really expecting anything. I opened the door. I got a shock when I saw who was there, though. Good morning. Do you have a minute? Sure. Is it wise for you to be seen in this room? Morning. Sure. Come on in. Oh, wait, you're already in. Sorry, I'm on autopilot. I did my best to act like I would if I were welcoming any other friend into my room, but it wasn't convincing. I was still nervous around her, even more so now that we were alone. Now that we've cleared everything up between our two groups, I can tell you about this with a clear conscience. It's time you knew about world death. Oh my god, yes please, thank you! I thought we were going to miss out on this entirely, but Shoma didn't use that opportunity to get them to tell us. According to the information Nigu shared with us, world death was the catalyst for this entire war. This is the thing that started it all? More than that, it's also the reason humanity is now confined to the Tokyo residential complex. World death has decimated the human population and forced the survivors to take shelter underground. Was it like Radical 6 or something? You'll really tell me? That's great. It's been on my mind for a while now, but why are you only telling me? Why can't we have this discussion in the cafeteria with the rest of my friends? Eito would want that. We're going to tell everyone. Together. When you're ready, come meet us in the war room. Oh, okay, there we go. I was gonna say, you're just gonna tell me personally? The war room? Okay, I'll be right there. And one more thing. You said you knew someone who looks just like me. Could you tell me a little about her sometime? Sure. Why do you care about this person who looks like you, huh? If it's okay with you, I mean. Flashing me a gentle smile, Nozomi left the room. I don't know, I just can't, like... I mean, she's sweet, but I just have this weird vibe about her, you know? Like, knowing that it's not Karuha, and it's just a cheap Team U imitation of her. I never thought she'd be the one to make the first move. I'm glad she did, though. I was way too nervous to bring it up. Someone who looks just like her. I don't know if that's the way I'd put it, but... No, first things first. I should head over to the war room and hear what they have to say. Can't I grab a donut on the way or something? Not that donuts are a healthy breakfast meal. Kako! I knew I'd find you here. Hi, Kako. What are you doing here on your own? I was thinking, is it okay for me to carry on like this? Even Shoma found the courage to change for the better. I wish I could be more like the rest of you, fighting to protect the people I love.
Huh?
Are you sure you're all right? I guess not. Kako walked away, heading for the war room with a profoundly thoughtful expression on her face. Okay, well, at least she's going to be joining us in there. No one else is hiding in this academy? Let's go. Alright, looks like everyone's here. Yes, indeed. All the dull-eyed simpletons with no refinement, no social standing, and no future. All gathered together in one place. The future's an unwritten book. I could still make something of myself. Anyway, let me cut right to the chase. We called you all here to talk about world death. You said before that it was what caused this war between us and the invaders. What is it exactly? We'll tell you everything that Nigo told us. It's a long story, but bear with us, okay? That's your cue, Koshka.
Huh?
What? Me? But I haven't prepared anything. You're in charge of explanations. It's what you're good at. Explanations and exhibitionism. You're a double threat. I am not taking my clothes off. Please keep your clothes on. While we discuss things in the war room. No fighting in the war room, guys. You know the drill. Don't worry, I'll take the lead here. Well, you do seem to know the most. Are we going to be able to talk to everyone else, or are we going to be like, you know what? Let's just hear what she has to say. I knew it! Takumi, you simp! Nozomi has finally agreed to tell us about world death. We should let her speak. Everyone shut up! Before I start, there's some terminology we need to get straight. Back in the Tokyo residential complex, did you ever hear about something called Planet Earth? Wait, what? Planet Earth? I've heard of it, sure. Can't say I know very much about it, though. We're not on Earth? Are we on the moon? Same here. From what I read in library books back home, it's where humanity used to live, right? They mention it in old manga sometimes, too. It's supposed to be really huge, like hundreds of times bigger than the complex. I think that's about all any of us know. We kind of skimmed over the subject in school. Damn, okay. I don't know why I didn't see that coming. Humanity once lived all over planet Earth. The population was in the billions. And they didn't live under a giant ceiling either. They had an open sky, just like the one here. Billions? That many? I could only dream of having that many brain cells, but I only have one. But then, a phenomenon that came to be known as world death changed everything. Earth was no longer able to support life like it once had, and the population began to decline rapidly. To combat this, giant underground shelters were constructed to house the survivors before humanity died out completely. Underground shelters? You mean... Yes. That's what the place where we grew up really is. Wait, humanity is well and truly dead now? The Tokyo residential complex is a colossal shelter hidden deep beneath the Earth's surface. A shelter? The whole thing? All this happened a long time ago, so even Nigu wasn't sure how accurate this information is anymore. But so far as we know, our community in the Tokyo residential complex is the last of humanity, and has been for hundreds of years now. Wow. We're really getting a history lesson today, huh? I never even knew there was a time before the TRC. And world death is what forced everyone down there? Just what kind of phenomenon is it? Essentially, the planet began killing itself. It did what? It committed seppuku? According to Nigu, the Earth has a life of its own. And while it's not quite like ours, it has its own will too. When the planet decided to end its life, numerous natural disasters started occurring all around the world. That was world death. The planet tried to kill itself? It can do that? But what drove the Earth to do that to itself? Remember how we said the human population was in the billions? Well, they all needed somewhere to live. They developed and cultivated the world around them as they saw fit, not really giving a crap about the long-term consequences. Pretty soon they were draining the planet's resources faster than they could replenish them. Not to mention the many wars humanity fought against each other. Some of them were so bad they left the Earth permanently scarred. We couldn't put up with that kind of abuse forever. Something had to give. Well, in the words of the Matrix, humans, we're a cancer of this planet. We're a plague, according to Agent Smith. But then, did planet Earth really have to kill itself? Couldn't it just kill the disease, so to speak? I mean, I guess that's what it was kind of doing with the natural disasters and whatnot. I'm not surprised. Leeching off someone else without ever giving anything back, and abusing them on top of that? Sounds like my scumbag brother. They didn't realize the planet had a mind of its own, but they should have known better. Humanity continued to propagate, willfully ignorant of the damage they were doing. Of course, the Earth wasn't completely powerless. It showed its resistance with earthquakes, tsunamis, wildfires, volcanic eruptions, stuff like that. But no one recognized those disasters for what they were. They ignored the warning signs and just kept on keeping on. Right. Just like how he ignored all the eviction notices and restraining orders and doubled down on the violence. You're making it really hard for us to ignore you. Poor Darumi. Stop making it about yourself, Darumi. Come on. Chill. Relax. Listen. Finally, Earth reached its breaking point and shut himself up in his room to wallow in self-loathing and play gory anime games all day? You can tell us your twisted family history later. Just shut up for a minute. As I was saying, Earth turned to its last resort, to kill itself and take mankind out with it. You've got to admit, world death is a pretty fitting name. So, the planet dying, the planet choosing to kill itself, was humanity's fault? Not a pleasant thought, is it? The Earth must have really hated us by then. It's hard to imagine the kind of overwhelming despair that would make something do that. Once world death began, there was no stopping it. The environment became barren, hostile. Millions, no, billions of lives were lost. The only reason humanity didn't go extinct is because a handful of communities were able to escape into shelters. But, I mean, these shelters, it's still in Earth, right? Surely the Earth could, like, give itself a fever, heat itself up in the mantle. Like the Tokyo residential complex. Have you ever wondered where the name comes from? Most of the people in the complex are descended from residents of Tokyo, a metropolis that stood on the surface hundreds of years ago. Hundreds of years ago? Of course, it's been so long that no one remembers what kind of place it was, or why it was called that. Whole generations have lived their lives without any awareness of the world outside the complex. Us included, naturally. By the time we were born, humanity had already been living underground for centuries. Until we were brought here. The complex, the shelter, was our entire world. But, like, why is this super top secret, though? Like, surely, you know, this is history that we could have learned while we lived at the TRC, right? Like, even we know, kind of, what happened centuries ago. Even, like, millions of years ago, we have an inkling of what happened. We ain't in the complex anymore, so... You're saying this is what the surface looks like now?
Yes. This is what Earth became, after it was ravaged by world death.
Well, I have to say, if it has been centuries, it's looking kind of intact, so to speak. Like, we still have buildings here, still rubble. What's with the undying flames, though?
This is the land where our ancestors lived.
And so what, the aliens, or sorry, the invaders are aliens that have taken over the surface of the Earth now? Is that what the commanders are?
You can see now why they had to go underground.
But we're doing fine out here. For real? If it's that bad, should we even be here? Shouldn't we get back to the complex? The complex isn't necessarily any safer. Not anymore. What do you mean? The TRC's days are numbered. The whole place is gonna collapse soon. What? Why? How? World death is still going on. It won't end until all life on Earth is extinguished. It's only a matter of time until our little pocket of humanity runs out of resources and finally gives up the ghost. No way! There's just one thing that can save humanity from the effects of world death and give everyone a brighter future. And that's whatever is in the defense room of this academy. Or so Nigu said. What is it then? A spaceship? Is it a seed of life? It can save us from world death? It's a self-help book for planet Earth so it stops killing itself? But what is it? What is the school here to protect? Perchance, it's a set of mystical artifacts that grant a single wish that when brought together? Or maybe it's just one, and we'll have to set out on a journey across the universe to collect the others. A grand tour, if you will. What, you think you can just ask the Eternal Dragon to bring everyone back? Get with the program, Grandma. It's all about permadeath these days. How is Dragon Ball still a thing, but we didn't know what planet Earth was? Once you're gone, you're gone! Nay, morbid stories where everyone dies are even more out of date. In trying times, people need something more uplifting. I mean, you're not wrong, Kyoshika. I think the tide is turning. These grim, morbid stories are starting to fall out of fashion, probably because life really does suck right now, and we're looking for an escape. Can you two have this discussion somewhere else? Unfortunately, Nigu didn't have clearance to actually tell us what's in the defense room. Said it had to remain secret so the enemy couldn't get wind of it. But then there's also the matter of the higher-ups, so to speak, that Sirei was going to commune with when it came time to trying to tell us what was going on. But there was one thing he was very clear on. Whatever this thing is, it's humanity's last hope. That sounds ominous. It's meant to sound hopeful. And we're fairly certain that something is going to happen on our 100th day here. Something's going to activate or awaken or something. At any rate, that's what will deliver humanity from world death. We'll be able to live and thrive on the surface again. Why 100 days? Why now? All we have to do is make it to day 100. Nozomi said it's our last hope.
but last chance might be more appropriate. If we mess it up, mankind is done for.
Our last chance? Huh? And the invaders are trying to stop this world-saving event from happening?
Yeah, the invaders are another thing we didn't get that many details on. But judging by what we have been told, we've come to a conclusion of our own. The invaders are world death itself.
Like something summoned by a curse?
The Earth must have given birth to them to further advance world death and the eradication of all life on the planet. You've seen the way they fight. It's not such a stretch, is it? And it would explain why they're so fixated on destroying the school.
So, they're not actually an invading force so much as manifestations of the planet's will?
Then the Earth itself is the final boss here? How are we supposed to deal with that? Things have gotten really heavy, huh? Sorry, I started getting nervous again. Now do you see why it's so important that we protect whatever's in the defense room from the invaders?
We haven't been exaggerating. Humanity's future really does depend on us. On a bunch of students. Why? I was about to say why us, but no, we were chosen because of what's in our blood. Whatever it may be. And it just so happens that we're all, of student age.
The hopes and dreams of all mankind rest on our shoulders. We can't let them down. If we lose here, it's all over.
Why do I feel like this is just a half-truth, though? Right? It's still day 46. We still have 54 to go. So many twists and turns left in Kodaka and Uchikoshi's bag. You can just tell. So that's how it is. There you have it. A comprehensive summary of the situation. This is why we must strive for nothing less than total victory.
Why are you looking so pleased with yourself? You didn't contribute to that comprehensive summary at all, you glory-hogging chowderhead.
Forgive me. That was never my intent.
If you want forgiveness, strip down and bear your contrition for all to see. But leave those ridiculous sneakers on. You'll look even more exposed that way.
Why the sudden fixation on me getting naked, Lady Kurara? If everything you've told us is true, then yeah, do keep your shoes on. No, what? Then yes, we do understand now. We finally know what this war is all about and how important it is. Better late than never, I guess.
This is all we wanted, man.
Just to know why we're fighting. It explains the difference in the two groups' attitudes as well. No wonder Nozomi and the others have such a strong sense of duty. Us, on the other hand, Sirei was killed before we could hear about any of this. We've just been fighting for our own reasons in our own disorganized way. Damn, wish we'd known this sooner. I'm more fired up than ever now. Fighting to save people, that's one thing. But saving all of humanity? That's on a whole nother level.
If we pull this off, we'll be heroes. Oh, we'll probably get a reward and everything. I mean, if we save all of mankind from destruction, no one's gonna begrudge us a couple million yen here or there, right? Oh, now you set your sights on a million yen. I knew whatever was going on here was serious, but I never thought it'd be this bad. I might have been better off not knowing. I still think the people in charge are crazy for sending an unremarkable nematode like me. But since I'm here, I guess I should give it my all too.
Don't worry. So long as we work together, we can overcome anything. Even world death. No worries. Let's put our hands together, guys. Everyone's sounding a lot more motivated now. We're still missing a lot of details, but it's enough for us to start presenting a more united front. This doesn't feel like some random war we were forced into anymore. It's so much more than that. But Ima at the back looks like he's got something to say. Uh-oh. Okay, so some of us are taking it better than others. It is a lot to take in after all. Sorry to have to be the fly in your ointment, but I still have some reservations. Well, yeah, not only are the fly in our ointment, but you are the fly on the wall, too. Now, more than ever, I have to wonder, if this mission is so important, why entrust it to a bunch of random teenagers? Yeah, well, I wouldn't say random anymore.
I'm sorry, I can't answer that. Nigo didn't seem to know anything about the selection process.
Maybe there's a clue in the dreams Shoma's been having. The ones about us being experimented on in that place? Kamakura General Hospital, was it? Interesting idea. Too bad it's not really enough to go on. I'm sorry. My peanut kernel of a brain can only handle so much. What you think, Ima? Kako? Does all this make you want to fight like the rest of us? Us? Fight? Yeah. Humanity's future's on the line, you know. Even the music stopped. Come on. Mr. Yakushiji, I think you need to get your hearing checked. I have already made my position quite clear. I don't care about humanity. I don't care what happens to the complex, or to the planet for that matter. We've no real reason to get involved, so we'll just leave the fighting to you. Isn't that right, Sister Dearest?
But if it's to defend all of mankind, then...
See, my dear sister agrees, haha.
Let the girl talk for herself, man.
If that's all, we'll be leaving now. I haven't had breakfast yet, and I'm positively famished. Good luck with the whole saving the world thing, everyone. I just realized as well, we don't have any answers for why we were all knocked out and who set the fire in the fridge. I don't know why that just popped in my head now. I was just thinking, was it Ema? He just seems so nonchalant about this. Like, he just seems like chaos bringer. Nonchalant as ever. Ema turned and left, dragging Kako along behind him.
Okay, something's seriously wrong with that Wonder Twins over there. How can they remain so detached from everything?
They're like two self-obsessed peas in a pod. Still cute, though. Well, to some people. Do young people today have no notion of social responsibility? But fear not, the holy Jumanji sword and I will beat some sense into them. Leave them, Kyoshka. Trying to force them will only push them away further. That's just the way they are. There's not a lot we can do about it. Eito? Again? You okay, Eito? What is this? Like, what is all this? Can you explain? Can we have a one-on-one combo in my room? I'll be fine. This long discussion is starting to take its toll on me, that's all. We have been talking for a while now. Maybe we should end the meeting here and give everyone some time to process this information. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But of course, it's coming from you, Nozomi. She'll probably short-circuit if she has to listen to any more. I think she's short-circuited like way back in day one. Everyone else seemed to agree with the sentiment, so we decided to go back to our rooms for the time being. Ooh, what a way to start the day. I have a feeling this will do wonders for our morale, though. Protecting the school means putting a stop to world death. It means bringing hope back to a dying world. We may not know why we were chosen for this mission, but that doesn't change what we need to do. I'll keep fighting. For the good of humanity. For everyone back in the complex. And for Karuha. Now that that's settled, what should I do for the rest of the day? I don't really feel like sitting around doing nothing right now. Alright, free time's back. Let's check out the labs and see what we can get up to. Starting with the bio lab. Have we done enough to upgrade some things? Yes. Can increase max uses for attack potion and agility potion. Alright, we're gonna have 4 uses of each of these things. So handy. Considering I only used like 1 or maybe 2 of the attack potion, 1 agility. I don't even think I used defense last time. Should definitely be more liberal in its application. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's always like the scrolls you get in Elder Scrolls. Like, yeah, I'll use them. I'm gonna save them for later, and then you just never end up using them. Metal shop for our traps. No upgrades here. Gym and social studies, math. Alright, well. Let's go ahead and meet up with Nozomi. Why not? We need math. Let's start to figure out what she likes, too. Takumi, would you like to get some food with me? Eat with Nozomi. I've decided to eat only egg dishes for lunch from now on. Okay. Why? Today is egg porridge. Again, why? That sounds pretty nice. You sure love eggs. Oh, I love eggs too. Let's share. It's more than that. I feel like I remember my mom when I eat eggs. Huh? Your mom? She was a really busy person, so she didn't often make meals for me. But when she had time, she'd whip up something with egg in it. She'd tell me that egg dishes were the most efficient out there, since they cook in just a few minutes. When I eat anything with egg, I think of my mom's proud face as she cooked in the kitchen. She wasn't all that good at cooking, but sometimes she'd be so pleased with herself. Gosh, she was such a pain. Nozomi looked rather happy as she talked about her mom while eating her egg porridge. After spending some time together, you understand Nozomi better now. Okay, but does this kind of translate to Karua's mother? Or maybe even our own mother, considering how she perceived her? Report cards wish list has been updated. Calculation went up by 6. Report cards wish list. Oh, actually. Yeah, we've got more info on our new students. Nozumi Kirifuji. She likes rolled eggs, dislikes hospitals. Items, accessories. Okay, cool. Kurara likes world domination, dislikes peonies, roses, camillas. Commander absorption, 1. Right, yes. Kyoshika, she likes training montages and series that get cancelled too soon. Who doesn't like that? I mean, who likes that? Who likes when series get cancelled too soon? Yugabu likes Horomonyaki, dislikes Loveless Acts. January 31st, November 11, October 10, September 25. Okay. You like tools, food, items, accessories, food, tools, ornaments, items. We've got a list for you. Toolkit and towel, books, items, splatter movies. Hiroko. Can still give you stuff. Alright, okay, so like it's not just any accessory. Whatever he likes, there's a specific accessory that he likes. Gotcha. Okay. Let's head, actually, before we continue, back to the training room. Now that we gain more BP. Level up some stuff. Let's go for paralyzed bullets. I don't know. I feel like that's not very effective. Omega punch does 1 damage though. Is that like effective? Am I missing something here? Try to actually attack for once, inflict stun on user. Okay, but it does 1 damage in a 4 block quadrant. Alright, well let's start leveling these up, since I'm sure we'll use them. We can level it up again if we want to. Accelerate up. Decelerate. That actually seems pretty useful too. So definitely want to have that in my repertoire. Adds attack +1 and armor 3. So instead of having to use one of our voltage gains or our strategic materials, we can just deploy that. Okay. We can level up our gym by speaking with Kyoshika. We can find out a little bit more about what she wants. So Takumi, would you like to read some manga with me? Sure, that sounds like fun. I never would have imagined I could find old issues of my favorite manga publisher here. Destiny smiles upon me. No, I dare say fate herself smiles upon me. Destiny and fate mean the same thing. But I do wonder how the protagonists of these stories manage to be so cool. Just reading their tales makes my heart skip, my pulse race. Ninja, pirates, demon slayers, underdog sportsmen, even princely tennis players. Paragons of coolness. I'm seriously totally obsessed. I'm so enamored, my heart's about to give out. Kyoshika? After spending some time together, you understand Kyoshika better now. Point card's wishlist has been updated. Mobility went up by 6. I mean, she's clearly a fan of manga, right?
Howdy, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
Will do, boss.
Well then, good night.
You rest up too. In peace. The day's already over. Just like the announcement says, we've got no idea when the next attack might be. But when it does come, I'll be ready. I'll fight with all my might to protect the school. Guess I'll call it a night. Getting enough rest is a part of being prepared too. I lay in bed, closed my eyes, and within a few minutes found myself drifting into a deep sleep. Oh, another flashback.
Hey, Karawa?
Yeah? What is it?
Could you help me out with this question? You know I suck at math.
And, well, she's the one who gives us math advice. Or, well, Nozomi does.
If I just give you the answer, you'll never learn.
Well, then just teach me how to do it.
No fair.
It's your own fault for leaving all your homework until the last day of summer.
What are you even doing here then? Can't you go read at home?
Why do we have homework when it's summer? Summer's for enjoyment. Wait, how is summer even a thing? We're under a dome.
Your mom asked me to keep an eye on you and make sure you weren't goofing off.
So, I'm basically a prisoner in my own room.
Uh-oh. Well, squabble, squabble.
Yup. Now, do a good job and earn that parole.
What's that book you're reading anyway? Looks old.
It's about the world outside the complex.
That again?
Well, it's interesting. Don't you ever wonder what it's like out there? What it was like in the olden days?
Well, it sounds like it was the very, 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 very olden days at this point.
Reading these old books, I feel like I can imagine it. It gives me a connection to those people who lived under the open sky all those hundreds of years ago.
See, here we go. So, like, surely we knew about planet Earth, right? Or we were just like, they were living under the sky. We don't know what that place was called.
At least, when I can find them, it does. Most libraries don't even stock them anymore. I must have read this book a million times already.
And, like, well, if we truly are on the surface, it's not like it's a inhospitable place, right? Like, why don't we have people scavenging up top? I mean, granted, it has been over 100 years, apparently, so is there really much else to scavenge at this point? But, and I could see why, you know, we don't have, like, plants and stuff growing over the old buildings like you usually see in these apocalyptic kind of stories, but that's because the Earth is killing itself. It's not healing in any way.
Most people aren't interested in that stuff. The outside world's a scary place.
No, I think there's more to it than that. The people in charge are probably covering it up. They don't want us to learn too much about the outside world in case it makes us want to leave.
I swear we're in like a Fallout vault or something.
You're a conspiracy theorist now? Give it a rest.
Seriously, though, I'd love to see it for myself someday, even if just for a little while. I want to see the sky and the stars and the moon with my own eyes. This book says they're so pretty, people held parties just to look at them.
Well, I think that book's a little bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, sure. Everyone in my street parties whenever the moon comes up.
Moon? What's that?
It's when you pull your pants down and you show your bare ass. I mean, what?
A big chunk of rock that floats around the earth. It's close enough that it looks like it's right above your head. And it's got a pale glow that lights up the night.
Right above your head? What if it falls on us?
Nah, that'll never happen.
Couldn't be.
Besides, don't you have other things to worry about? If you don't finish on time, your mom will take away your video games, you know?
Oh, I almost forgot about that. Why does math have to be so hard?
Tell me about it. I'm glad I left it behind and pursued a career in accounting, which uses math. I'm much better with words, and yet I went for math. Day 47. What amazing goodies awaits us today?
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 47th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to be ready to
You
get
okay there, buddy? Always gotta switch things up. Takumi? How ironic. I never felt any kind of interest in the outside world, but I'm the one who ended up here. I wonder how many people in the complex have ever thought about leaving. Would they even want to live on the surface again? I can't speak for everyone else, but Karawa would love it, that's for sure. If we can make it through these 100 days, I can make that happen. Right? What would life be like for us then? Can't even imagine it. No use worrying about it now. I have to actually make it through this war first. As for today, I'll start by going to the cafeteria. I'm pretty hungry. Alright, let's go get some grub. Hopefully we don't have to put our hands together again at Ato's request.